What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we are doing episode 39 of the Platinum Beast Answers series. I look forward to getting into the comments that you all left for me on last week's video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, everyone, so today we're doing episode 39 of the Platinum Beast Answers series. Be sure to get your comments in the comment section down below for me to read off on next week's video. These videos post Sunday at 7:30 every Sunday, so be sure to get your comments in down below on this video and I will read it out and respond to it in next week's video. But with all that being said, let's get into these comments. So, up first, we have Mr. Trident Stacking. Mr. Trident Stacking says, welcome back, Aloha. Yes, welcome back, Aloha, for sure. We sorely missed Aloha. He's the best dude there ever was. And 4-9s is awesome. Love Donald Martin's question on copper rounds. Mr. Beast, I had a platinum 1/10 ounce Britannia in my cart on Friday, decided to spend my money on silver instead. I feel like I need to break the ice with platinum, then I can buy with confidence. I regret not buying the platinum. Have you ever had an item in your cart you didn't buy but regret not pulling the trigger? Yeah, I mean, I can kind of say that, maybe. I can't think of anything specifically, right? Because typically, it's just a matter of, deciding against something at the current time, but then picking it up at a later date. However, I can't really think of any specific item I wish I would have bought, right? If anything, I would have to say I wish I invested more in palladium when I originally bought palladium, because when I bought palladium, it was $1,600 an ounce. So really, if I just put all my money in that or platinum, I would have really been best off, right? Over buying silver and gold. Now, I like silver and gold because it gives me a diversification. However, if I would have bought just platinum and palladium, I would have been more up overall back when I first started. So my biggest regret, not buying palladium. I bought a little bit of palladium, so I still have that. However, I wish I bought more. And that would be my biggest regret as far as putting something in my cart. Right? I could have bought a Palladium Eagle back then for $1,800 or something. Crazy. You won't find one below $3,000 right now. Absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, that would be my biggest regret as far as putting something in my cart and then deciding against it. But definitely pick up some platinum if you can, because it's still very reasonably priced. So you haven't missed out quite yet, in my opinion, on buying platinum. But yeah, I would definitely suggest maybe trying to make your next purchase platinum. I know it's a hard thing for people to get into because they want to get silver. I used to be in that boat as well. Back when I first started stacking, I started with silver. And I bought really no gold. I was like, why would I get a small piece of gold when I can get a whole tube of silver? And I kind of wish I went the gold route. But it is what it is, and that's just what I think. But great comment nonetheless, Trident Stacking. Thank you very much for that comment, kind sir. And definitely go check out Trident Stacking if you have not. He has a fairly new channel, but it's an awesome channel nonetheless. And he's a great guy overall. So up next, we have Mr. David Stone. David Stone says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. John 3:13-34, King James Version. Wow, great verse. Great verse, my friend. I really like that one, That ye love one another as I have loved you. That is so very true. And, I'll even admit that even Christians kind of fail at that from time to time, in that we can be judgmental at times. We can be sort of even hateful, I'll say, at times. And it's really unfortunate that we fall into that category at all. But that's a great verse to reference, especially given today's sort of climate and ideology. So thank you for sharing that verse. I really appreciate it, my friend. That is an awesome, awesome verse. And I hope others will get the chance to hear me read it out loud or read it on my video. So thank you, David Stone. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we have Mr. KS Coins. Mr. KS Coins. And I've got 2 KS Coins here in the video. So what do you know about that? Mr. KS Coin says, awesome video. Great questions, great answers. Thank you once again for your input and time, sir. Stay safe and stack on. Thank you, my friend. You have been a loyal follower of my channel. Obviously, based upon these awesome KS Coins that you sent me. But thank you, my friend, for your comment. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your kind words as well. So, up next, we have Mr. Aloha Stacker says, no question this week, but another awesome Q&A. Why, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. And again, glad to have you back. We definitely missed having you around and seeing you comment and seeing your videos and things of that nature. So definitely glad you're back, bud. And hope you're doing well in your new home and your new place of residence. And I look forward to seeing more from you. So thank you, and definitely go check out Aloha Stacker if you have not. He has a great channel as well. Up next, we have Mr. Got Boost. Mr. Got Boost says, Platinum Beast is the man. Well, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate those kind words, and I appreciate the kind words that everyone leaves for me on my videos, whether it be this video or other videos. I always love seeing kind words thrown my way. It really helps just boost my overall morale revolving around my channel. So I really appreciate that, my friend. Up next, we have David Stone again. Mr. David Stone says, hello, brother in Christ. Thank you for not denying the faith, even in these days. I preach the gospel. That's Jesus Christ died for our sins. That is gospel. That is gospel. 1 Corinthians 15, King James Version. Yes, indeed. That is the gospel. That is the good news. That is what life is all about, to be honest. And that's really all that matters in life at the end of the day and at the end of life. Funny enough. But thank you, my friend, for just your awesome comments. I really appreciate them. And you're right. It is great to be able to acknowledge Christ, especially in times such as these. So thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Up next, we have Mr. Bronx718 NYC. Thumbs up. Happy Sunday to all. Well, happy Sunday to you too, my friend. And thank you for your comment. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing more comments from you. Up next, we have Mr. Peter Pun 482 says, hi. Love your channel and all the info you provide. I got 5 ounces of Platinum Eagles back in 2018-2019, about $875, $900 each, premium included. Thinking of getting more, but price and premium are so high. What is a good price with the premium for Platinum to get more? So the best deal I've found on Eagles right now is SD Bullion has 2021 Platinum Eagles at about $120 over spot. Spot at the recording of this video is about $10.60, so that would average out to about $12.80, and that's really not a bad price. If you can get an Eagle below $1,300 an ounce, that's a solid deal in my opinion. I wouldn't pay over $1,300 an ounce currently at the current time. I also just simply wouldn't really pay $1,300 an ounce for any Platinum right now. However, if spot price were to go back up, I'd probably move that limit up to about $1,350. I would never spend $1,400 on a Platinum Eagle unless there was an extreme movement in spot price, in which point I would hope that I already picked up Platinum Eagles along the way. But thank you for your comment, my friend. I really appreciate it. And that's super awesome that you got 5 ounces of Platinum Eagles back in 2018, 2019. Solid investment, my friend, and you have already seen a great return, and I hope that we all can see an even greater return on our Platinum Bullion investments. So thank you, Peter Pun 482. I really appreciate it. Up next, we have Mr. Coins A to Z. Mr. Coins A to Z says, your comment section doesn't allow link sharing. So look up the recent article on how platinum beat white gold on durability tests. Another reason why platinum is the most underrated precious metal today. Yes, indeed. I actually made a video on this topic specifically, and I referenced an article in that video. And it is pretty interesting to see that platinum beat white gold, because a lot of people do prefer white gold when they are buying jewelry. So if platinum is a more durable and a more sturdy metal and will hold up for more time, chances are some people who may not buy that much jewelry but do want some jewelry in their life might decide to go with platinum. Platinum has been proven to be a solid jewelry metal, and it's looking like that jewelry industry will take off more so in the coming years as far as platinum is concerned. Platinum is growing in popularity in the jewelry industry, and that is something we all should take note of, because even though it's just jewelry, it does have the ability to impact the overall market valuation of platinum. So thank you for your comment, Coins A to Z. I really appreciate it, my friend, and I always look forward to seeing comments from you. So up next, we have Mr. I2 Mass. Mr. I2 Mass says, well, I did get another 5-gram bar, but it was $229.46. Missed the dip by a few dollars, but I can live with it at that price. Buying a full ounce is the best choice if you can handle the upfront costs. I can't, so I feel the 5-gram bar seems to be a pretty good compromise for me. Yes, indeed, 5 grams is a solid play and a solid bar. I think 5 grams and up really have solid premiums. The 1 grammers are where you start to get into really high premiums for fractional bars, but if you go 5 gram or above, chances are the premiums are much, much more reasonable. So if you are one who is not able to save up enough money for a full ounce, and there is no shame in that, I would suggest 5 or maybe 10-gram bars could suit your fancy just fine, because the premiums are reasonable, and when you go to sell, you won't have to worry about recouping as much premium, right? So it's definitely something to think about, something to consider. Definitely interesting stuff for sure. And a bonus tip, I haven't mentioned it in a while on my channel, but I personally set my limit at $1,500 spot. I pretend spot is $1,500, and whatever I buy needs to fit into that premium category, right? So if I buy a 5-gram bar, this is about 1/6 of a troy ounce. And so a third of a troy ounce at today's spot price is about $400, and that would be about 10-gram bar. So with a 5-gram bar, I would want to pay around $200 or maybe like $230 like you paid. That's not bad at all for a 5-gram bar, but I would never want to go $250 or above, because then you're starting to get a little bit higher, at least for me, in my own limit that I like to set for myself. Now, if platinum spot price were to go up above $1,500 or close to it, obviously I would have to reevaluate where my limit is at. However, we haven't seen that yet, so I'm still in the clear. But great comment nonetheless, I2Mass. I really appreciate you, my friend. And up next, we got Boost again. He says, Mustangs are beat on and modified heavily. I personally wouldn't buy a used one, but that's me. You know, now that I think about it, you're actually kind of right. And, you know, I probably would think about getting new as well if I were to get a Mustang, just because of the things you mentioned. I am one who personally loves modifying my vehicles. However, I don't really beat on them that much, you know. And so I tend to take care of the vehicles that I own. You know, I get the oil changes, I get the tires rotated. I make sure everything's being taken care of. However, not knowing what someone did or didn't do to take care of a Mustang, you are mostly correct on that. So I might think about buying a brand new one if I were to get one. But who knows? We will just have to see what the future holds indeed. But great comment nonetheless, my friend, and Mustangs are an awesome car for sure. Up next, we have Mr. Robert M. Mr. Robert M. says, Platinum Beast, do you know how to refine metals into bars? Aluminum, copper. I like to do this as a hobby. Not sure how to recycle aluminum cans into a bar. I do not know how to refine metals. I have never melted any metals myself, but that is a pretty cool hobby that I've seen a lot of people get into. You know, making aluminum and steel and copper bars, just for the heck of it, really. I mean, all those metals aren't very valuable. However, it's still probably a cool, fun hobby to kind of get into and make your own creations. it's really a creative thing to do, if you ask me, or if you want my opinion. And it could be something that I get into in the future. It would just be a matter of just finding time to do so. But that is a pretty cool thing to endeavor on. And, if that's something that you're into, you should really try and think about making a channel, perhaps. I think there's probably a lot of people who would enjoy watching you create poured metal, even if it is copper, aluminum, what have you. And that could be a really cool venture. And that'd be something that I would personally love to see, to be honest. But great comment nonetheless, my friend. I really appreciate it. And it looks like someone replied to your comment, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what they said. And it looks like it's Mr. E Skater. Said, I would check out if it's even legal where you live. In my neck of the woods, they will come down on you really hard for fires during a burn ban for air quality or drought. Yeah, that is something to consider and think about. Being in the South where everything's always wet because it's humid, you walk outside and there's water in the air literally 24/7. So I don't even know if the South has ever even had a wildfire other than just simply someone setting a fire outside. But that is something to think about and consider. I know out there in the West, especially California, they're really prone to burns. Up north, it might be a little bit more common in the summer that they have droughts or extreme heats and everything stays dry. But down here in the South, everything stays wet. We've got the Gulf of Mexico. We've got the Atlantic Ocean. We got plenty of swamps, lakes, rivers, and all kinds of stuff that just keeps everything soaking wet. And it keeps everything just a unbearable hotness, right? And so, but that is something to think about and something to consider. And thank you for your input, eSkater. I really appreciate that. And last but not least, we have Mr. Silver Lover. Mr. Silver Lover says, thanks for the video. Thank you, Silver Lover, for stopping by and checking out the video. If I'm not mistaken, I recently saw a comment mentioning where you picked yourself up some platinum. So congrats, my friend. That is super awesome for you. And I thank you for your comment. And I thank everyone for their comments on today's video. I really appreciate y'all commenting on these videos. Y'all are what keeps me going. Y'all are what keeps this video series going. This video series has actually proved to be pretty popular. There hasn't really been a week where no one has commented or no one has had any questions at all. So it's been fun doing this series, and I plan on continuing it for the long haul. However, this wraps up today's video, guys. Episode 39 of the Platinum Beast Answer series, down for the books. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below so I can read it out on next week's video. With all that being said, guys, until next time, we will see you.